We know something is going to happen. So we're not trying to formulate based on our personal experience, but what we're doing is creating a customer base and retention for you, because now it's not based on what you sold them, but it's based on the relationship that you have with that person and them supporting you. How many of you have bought Girl Scout cookies for more than one person? Just because. Psychologically, people don't like being sold anything, but they don't mind supporting you and helping you out. Does that make sense?
Yes.
This is now the money, whatever it is, and whatever they decide, it's okay. Whether it's a shampoo, whatever. We're just getting the commitment. Does that make sense? So now we've dealt with everything that's below a 7. Now we want to move into the three-way call. Right? So here's what you have to understand. Edification. There's a specific way to edify the expert. How many? I've had it done to me before. This is just Gerald. Anybody ever done it? You give no background. They call you up. Hey, Gerald, I got Johnny on the phone. They don't even tell you that the person's on the phone. Anybody ever done it? I've had it done. And then I'm like, okay, here's the proper way to set up a three-way call. You want to let the expert know that you will be making three-way calls. Are you available? And I tell people, just text me, and I'll text you back if I'm available. And then I want to know a little bit about information about what they've been through. Whether they looked at the website, whether they listened to a call, whether they've been on a webinar. That gives me a framework on how to present the information based on their understanding of what information they've already gathered. Does that make sense? Because the purpose of a three-way call is to move that person to the next step. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So now we've set the three-way call up. Now I want to edify your business partner properly. Here's what I want you to understand. Just as we talked about you just getting started today and being able to present from this one pager, anyone can do a three-way call once you understand how to edify anyone properly. So guess what happens? Your business is not predicated upon you getting in touch with me or Coach Gracie. Now, this is the purpose of us coming together as team members, as business partners. So now cross-pollination takes place. So anyone can do a three-way call because of how you understand the dynamics of a three-way call. Does that make sense?
Yes.
The edification simply says this. I'm in business with Yvette. She's positioned herself to generate some additional revenue. Is that a true statement?
Yes.
She knows what it takes to be successful. Is that a true statement?
Yes.
She has all the information about Sizzle. Is that a true statement?
Yes.
She knows how to have fun. And she loves helping people. Write that down. She knows, has positioned herself to generate additional revenue. She knows how to have fun. She knows 100% of the information on what it takes to be successful. How? And she truly loves helping people. Do you understand the framework of how systematically we've addressed everyone depending upon, it doesn't matter. Does that make sense?
Do that again, G.
She knows how to generate additional revenue. She's positioned.
Eagle.
She knows how to have a lot of fun.
Peacock.
Has 100% of the information on what it takes to be successful. And loves helping people.
Dog.
Guess what just happened? It does not matter if she's not made one down in the comp plan. Because there should never be a conversation about how much money anybody's making, because you're edifying the expert properly. Does that make sense? So guess what happens? Your business is not dependent upon you getting in touch with myself, Coach, or whomever, because everyone should be exchanging numbers, should be connecting, right?
Right.
That's the purpose of us coming together in large group meetings. So guess what? The luxury is there are varied backgrounds in this place. But the beautiful part about understanding synergy, building a team, is that if you have someone in a specific background, that gives validity to your business. And now that person is now the expert. Because the expert is simply going to do this. Now edify me. I'm the expert. You've already piqued their interest. And then we're going to do a three-way call. Your three-way call should be no more than 3 to 5 minutes. If you're talking more than 5 minutes, then one, I know a couple of things didn't go properly. They didn't get in front of the information the right way, and the edification was not done properly. Because the expert is also always busy. We talked about managing expectations. We don't have the time to be on a three-way call for more than 3 to 5 minutes. Because what? The expert is what?
Busy.
Always busy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Doing the three-way call.
Right.
Ta-ding!
So who you call first?
I got
Expert.
A info you on.
Right.
I tell you, hey, I'll text you.
Yeah, I'll call.
I'll call.
So let's do that.
So you're not doing this right after she said she was a 7? You're scheduling this for
No, we're
another
doing
time?
this immediately.
Oh, okay.
We're going from step to step, and that's one of the things I want to. So when you're already knowing that you're building a business, that's what, you know, with streamline texting. Hey, I get it all the time, Gerald. I'm about to do a 3 call. Are you available? Yes. Who do you need to talk to? So it's all systematic.
So once she said 7, now
In
how
his
is
mind-
he transition to call you?
Right.
She's already on the phone. He's not calling you first.
Right. No, he's not
Or
calling
I
you
would
first.
text them or.
And I'm saying I'm available.
Okay.
Are we clear on that?
So what is he telling her?
After she says 7, the next thing is he's automatically edifying his business partner. It doesn't matter who it is. And this is how, until you know exactly who you're doing a three-way call with, my business partners are helping me expand. So then, until you know definitely who you're going to be doing the three-way call, then you want to insert that particular person's name who you're going to be edifying. And second, you want to address the individual by his last name and address the prospect by their first name, and then allow the expert to say, Yvette, Mr. Rogers, but you can call me Gerald. So we're talking about psychologically setting up a position of strength versus weakness. Does that make sense? Because theoretically, if you're at your place of employment, how do you normally introduce your supervisor? Remember, we're talking about the psychology of average people. So if you introduce it that way, then that's going to be the dynamic. And now that gives me, the expert, the position to give direction. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So when you call, you do this edification right here with you on the phone as well?
No.
No.
That's another thing. If you've already contacted the expert and let them know that you're going to be doing a three-way call, there's no need to re-edify the expert. That should have already taken place. They should be understanding mentally, because you edified the expert properly, that this gentleman or she is so busy that you were lucky to get them on the line. Does that make sense? So now the expectancy is there. We're managing the right expectation, and then the quality and the frequency now allows us to move that person in the direction. Right. Go ahead.
So there's no certain pitch for, I'm sorry, there's no certain pitch for this. There's just no Mr. Rogers, right?
Right.
Yeah, so she's on the phone already, I'm
Right.
guessing. And I'm going to go ahead and three-way Mr. Rogers, and just hold on a second.
Right.
Okay, no worries.
Excellent.
Ring. Hello?
Hey, Mr. Rogers, how are you today, sir?
How you doing?
Great. Sorry to take up some of your time.
Uh-huh.
I'm here with Yvette on the phone.
Right.
She's wanting to know a little bit about the business and wanting to be a business partner with us.
So here's the thing. If we're doing a three-way call, the fact that we're doing a three-way call lets me know that she's already in the business. So all you want to do is go into, hey, Mr. Rogers, I'm glad we were able to get you on the line. This is Yvette. Yvette, this is Mr. Rogers. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
We're streamlining the process. So that's what we want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ring.
Ring.
Hey, Mr. Rogers, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
Good. It's good to get you now.
Yeah.
I'm here with Yvette. Yvette, this is Mr. Rogers.
Hey, Eva, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
Fantastic. What's your last name?
Martinez.
Mr. Martinez has told me some awesome things about you. And the fact that he has you on the line says a lot about who you are. I'm going to also, the dynamic is, I'm re-edifying Mr. Martinez. Because psychologically, they trust us, but she knows him as Jesus, right? She's not familiar or accustomed to addressing him as Mr. Martinez. So I'm putting him in a position of strength now because two things are going to happen. Whether I'm local or whether you're across the country, the expert is going to give direction. And whatever the expert says do, as the business partner, do exactly that. Great. Hey, Eva, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
I'm going to ask her what type of information that she got an opportunity to listen to. I'm going to assume that she at least has listened to the pre-recorded call. Eva, how you doing today?
I'm doing awesome.
Great. I'm excited to be in partnership with Mr. Martinez. He's a part of our team, and he's doing some awesome things. He's positioned himself to generate some additional revenue. He knows how to have a lot of fun. And we're excited because he's now beginning to be a part of our international expansion team, right? So based on, let me ask you a question. I understand you got an opportunity to listen to some information. Am I correct?
I did.
I'm verifying what they listened to or looked at. And based on what you heard, what excited you the most about the information that you listened to?
The opportunity to join a company that is in the health and wellness industry. And they're in the health and wellness industry and creating additional things for my family.
Right. So, what box did she fall into with her first response?
I couldn't hear.
Repeat what she said.
Repeat what you said.
The opportunity to be involved in the health and wellness industry and generate extra income for my family.
Good job. She wants to generate some money.
What did she say first?
That's helping.
It's in the Y box.